Hey guys, welcome to my NBA 2016 draft predictions. I know it's pretty early for predictions, considering it's not even June yet, but the NBA draft lottery was just a few days ago. The Sixers finally got that first overall pick, so with this video, we're going to be going through prospects 1 through 14 and my predictions on who lands where. So with the first overall pick, the Philadelphia 76ers are on the path to taking Brandon Ingram. I know what you're thinking. You hear hype about Ben Simmons all year round, saying he's the next LeBron James, but do you remember a guy called Skal Labissière who was projected to be first overall to start the season? I'm pretty sure you don't. The thing is, draft stock changes, and as of right now, at this moment, Brandon Ingram is a better overall NBA player than Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons has the higher ceiling, the higher potential, but what the Sixers need now, I think Brandon Ingram would be a perfect fit. Obviously, you could switch between Ingram or Simmons. I prefer Ingram to go to the Sixers. With the second overall pick, the Lakers select Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons seems to be the missing piece to the puzzle for this Lakers team to make it back to the playoffs. All they got to do is sign a big-name free agent that plays a center position, whether Hassan Whiteside or any other player out there. The future would definitely be looking bright in LA, but obviously if Ben Simmons isn't here at number 2, Brandon Ingram is always a good choice. Might not be as impactful as Ben Simmons with this Lakers team, but still a good choice. With the third overall pick, the Boston Celtics select Dragon Bender. Hopefully I'm saying his name right, but that man has one of the most awesomest names I've ever heard. Celtics fans that I see really think that Simmons or Ingram will fall to the number 3 spot. Who knows, stranger things have happened, but this team, looking at the team, they need a center or power forward, and Dragon Bender can be that guy for them if they do decide to keep the pick. And just like the Lakers, then maybe once they have Dragon Bender, they could sign a big name free agent that plays the center position to try to help this team get over the hump. With the fourth overall pick, the Phoenix Suns select Jaylen Brown. The Suns don't need any more guards. That's a for sure fact right there. Obviously, they have a big hole at that power forward center position, and I feel like if Dragon Bender slips the floor, the Suns will be more than happy to nab him up. But at this point, it's just draft the best available prospect that fits your team, and Jaylen Brown can do that. He can play the swing, the 3 and the 2, and it would be a good look for this up and down in transition Suns team. He needs to work on his shot just a little bit more, but other than that, shots should be falling. With the fifth pick in the NBA draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Buddy Hield, a nice complementary piece to this young Minnesota Timberwolves team. Imagine a lineup of Zach LaVine, Hield, Wiggins, and Karl Towns. A backup option would be Chris Dunn, just in case Buddy Hield is for some reason not here at 5. But I don't think the Minnesota Timberwolves need another point guard, considering they do have Ricky Rubio, and Zach LaVine can play the point occasionally. That's why I feel like he was the perfect fit for the Timberwolves. With the 6th overall pick, the New Orleans Pelicans select Jamal Murray. Looking at the rotation, they don't have a shooting guard, and although Jamal can play the point and 2, I feel like if they keep Tyreek at point and play Jamal at 2, that would be a good combination right there if they do not re-sign Eric Gordon. The Pelicans need a lot of work done, and hopefully Jamal could get him back on track. A backup pick can be a guy, once again, like Chris Dunn. With the 7th overall pick, the Denver Nuggets select Henry Ellenson. The ideal spot for the Nuggets is if Jaylen Brown or Buddy Hield falls to the 7th pick, which I highly doubt they will, but if they do, that would be the ideal pick in my opinion for this Nuggets team. Henry Ellenson is just a stretch 4 that can do some work behind Kenneth Faried, or if they do decide to trade Kenneth Faried, he could probably step up. A backup pick for this team would be Chris Dunn, just drafting the best available player. Even though if they do have Emmanuel Mudiay, maybe they want to go small ball and run 2 point guards. With the 8th overall pick, the Sacramento Kings select Chris Dunn. Every year in the draft, certain players that should be going higher fall late in the draft, similar to Justice Winslow, who was a projected top 5 pick, who fell to 10 last year in the draft. If Dunn does fall, though, all the way to this 8th pick, the Sacramento Kings better nab him up, considering he's the best available player left, and I feel like he could do a lot more than an aging Rajon Rondo. This Kings team is in dire need of some change, and who knows if that change is going to be coming with the trade for DeMarcus Cousins. But Chris Dunn's that guy, and if he's not here at 8, Marquise Chris could be a good option at power forward if they do decide to keep DeMarcus. With the 9th pick in the NBA draft, the Toronto Raptors select Deontay Davis, a nice young athletic power forward out of Michigan State. The Raptors need a power forward, and this guy, he's definitely a power dunker. In the future, he could probably be doing everything that Bismack Biyombo does and more. He's a nice pickup if he's still available at 9, which he should be, but if he's not, a nice backup pick could be Marquise Chris once again. With the 10th overall pick, the Milwaukee Bucks select Jakob Poeltl. The Bucks need a big, especially after Greg Monroe and what he did for this franchise. Whether or not they decide to keep Greg Monroe for one more season or 2, Picking Pirtle at this number 10 spot could really bolster up that bench, and he could possibly even be a starter in this league in the future. A backup pick would be Denzel Valentine, just in case they do not re-sign OJ Mayo. With the 11th pick in the NBA draft, the Orlando Magic select Skal Labissière. The Magic do not have a backup center, and I feel like Skal can do that for them, just in case Nikola Vucevic gets traded, or be a backup to Aaron Gordon as well. This is a great pick for the Orlando Magic, considering, like I said in the beginning, once the top guy in this draft, now falling to number 11. A backup pick for this Magic team would be Denzel Valentine once again, to play that shooting guard position just behind Oladipo. With the 12th pick in the NBA draft, the Utah Jazz select Marquise Chriss. They don't need any position in particular, but if Trevor Booker leaves in the free agency, they could draft Marquise Chriss to fill out behind Trey Lyles and Derek Favors. This team's a well-rounded team, and I don't see them needing this pick, but it wouldn't hurt them to bolster up their roster. A backup pick in case Marquise Chriss isn't here. Domantas Sabonis could fill that position in the power forward just nicely as him. With the 13th pick in the NBA draft, it's the Phoenix Suns once again, and they select Domantas Sabonis. They don't have a power forward, like I said in the beginning when drafting Jaylen Brown, and I feel like Sabonis could be that guy coming off the bench or starting for this Phoenix Suns team, because I'm pretty sure they're going to be looking to trade Tyson Chandler and looking to sign a power forward for the future. This is a good option for the Suns at the 13th spot. Now, lastly, with the 14th pick in the NBA draft, the Bulls select Denzel Valentine. A lot of their guards will be free agents this season, which means they need a backup point guard / shooting guard, and Denzel Valentine could be that perfect role in my opinion, just behind Derrick Rose and just behind Jimmy Butler. Contrary to popular belief, this Bulls team does not need that much work done to be back in the playoffs. They draft a few young players, sign a few key free agents, and just like that, they're a threat again. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed my NBA 2016 draft predictions. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.